Now at 11, a mass shooting in Bloomington during Little 500 weekend. What we're learning after shots were fired right outside bars packed with people.
And the early part of Monday brings nice weather, but this could greet us on Monday evening. Storms, some of them severe. I'll let you know what to expect.
Plus, the primary elections just over a week away now, the key issues for some Hoosier voters and how they're making their decisions. Thanks for joining us here on WTHR Plus. We will get to those stories in just a moment. But first, we do want to get you updated on a deadly shooting at a gas station in Indianapolis tonight. So we'll show you the scene. This is at 38th and Mithofer on the east side. Police say someone shot a man multiple times at this BP gas station around 7 o'clock. He later died at the hospital. Police are now searching for evidence. We also talked to neighbors who say they want to see their community overcome this gun violence.
Hey, the east side has come a long way and it's coming back, but we still have a lot of things to overcome. The guns are a big problem. I'm grateful for the churches around here that's trying to get some of the young people turned around.
No word yet from police on any suspects in this case. If you can help investigators, contact IMPD or Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS. Well, now to a terrifying scene overnight in Bloomington. Police say multiple people were hit by gunfire as a crowd on Kirkwood ran for cover. All of this during busy Little 500 weekend. Tonight, we're following new developments on the mass shooting near the IU campus. Our Ashton Hackman talked with police today about what sparked the violence.
Bloomington police tell us a fight between two females here outside the Five Guys on Kirkwood Avenue escalated to gunfire. In all, 5 people were hit by bullets and several others injured in the chaos that followed. Officers were already on crowd control when the shots went off.
Attention all units, BPD is working 3 confirmed gunshot victims on Kirkwood.
During the fight, police say surveillance and cell phone video show at least 2 men pull out handguns before firing off shots. One of the bullets hit a 20-year-old woman in the torso. She's in the hospital, said to be stable. Police say bullet fragments hit 4 other females.
They start fighting, it's just big commotion, it's a group of people, and then shots went off.
Bloomington and IU officials confirmed none of the victims were IU students. Police don't know what started the fight and had no descriptions of the 2 male suspects.
We're not sure what the shooters were aiming at, but the people who were injured, we do not believe were involved in the initial altercation.
When violence happens in our community, our entire community is impacted. Whether you're a resident, a visitor, an alum, or a first responder.
City leaders say guns can put innocent bystanders in the crossfire.
Guns aren't welcome. Violence isn't welcome, but coming and having a good time is.
As police track down the suspected shooters, city leaders are already assessing safety plans for next year's Little 500 weekend.
We'll be reviewing everything that happened. Anything that we possibly can do to improve safety, we will be doing it.
Bloomington police are still investigating what exactly happened. They're asking anyone who has any video or saw what happened to give them a call. In Bloomington, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Indiana University also released a statement on last night's shooting, saying in part, last night marred what should have been a celebratory weekend for the IU and Bloomington communities. While no IU students are believed to be involved, we condemn the violence in the strongest terms. In Indianapolis this afternoon, a deadly crash left a child dead. This happened near Riverside Regional Park and the Marian University campus near 30th and Cold Spring Road. You can see just how badly the cars were damaged in this crash. Police have not yet shared the age of the child who died. 2 adults hurt in the crash are stable at the hospital. Of course, we'll share any new information about how this crash happened once we learn more. We do have an update on a crash last night that shut down I-69 south of Martinsville. State police now confirm 1 person died and 3 others got hurt. A pickup truck crashed into a sedan parked toward the side of the highway. Police say 4 people were out of the car and another inside when the crash happened. 3 people were flown to hospitals by helicopter. An ambulance took the woman driving the truck to the hospital. 20-year-old Darius Williams from Indianapolis died in that crash. All right, 11:05 on your Sunday night, and we do want to get you updated on the chance for severe storms. It was a beautiful weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, but things are about to change. So, Rob, I know you're kind of timing out possibly 2 rounds of this.
It sounds like it. What's happening is where the storms start and where the storms end up are 2 completely different scenarios when it comes to the ingredients that are in place. I'm going to try to nail that down for you so you can see the rounds of storms are going to be involved. When we look at the severe storm threat, that threat is mainly to our west. And when you look at my timing here, Monday evening, 5 p.m. to midnight, that's a pretty big window. And the reason why it's a big window is because exactly what Jenny was talking about. We could have several rounds. I'm not going to just narrow it down to 2. I'm going to say several rounds of storms. Few tornadoes are possible. The biggest concern is going to be gusty winds to 60 miles per hour. There is a limited hail threat, but I think it's on the lower side. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Earlier in the day, we actually had storms develop over parts of eastern Kansas, and then that's where the upper level support is. They continued moving to the east, and now we have ongoing severe weather over into Missouri because the strongest impulse was here, but they continue to travel east and they kind of outrun the upper level support. Now tomorrow the same scenario will happen. The storms will develop into parts of Illinois, and then as they move east they will likely weaken, but they may spill over some of that energy. So we could have some storms that develop early in the morning and then move to the south. We may have another round that develops midday in Illinois, continues pushing east and weakens, but we do think that at some point in the evening a strong line of storms will arrive, probably after about 8 o'clock through about midnight. This is the one we think will certainly give us a chance for severe weather, but it could also happen earlier in the day. I'm going to outline the threats for this, what to expect coming up.
The primary election is in just over a week, and today Democratic congressional candidates participated in a forum as the 4th District race really starts to heat up. Our Brandon Schaff talked with Hoosier voters about what issues matter to them most.
Inside this small room in a Whitestown library, some big topics were discussed by Indiana's 4th Congressional District candidates, speaking directly to potential voters as to why they should represent this area as the Democratic nominee.
As the campaign trail reaches the final stretch, 4 candidates introduced themselves, spoke about what they stand for, and took questions from the crowd.
This is what our democracy is. We have to know our elected leaders. We have to hear directly from them. We have a participatory democracy. This is the way to participate in the actual process of helping somebody get elected.
Kathy Mars and her husband James listened to the candidates discuss several issues on Sunday. An important topic for her was women's reproductive rights. She hasn't voted yet, but the forum helped her decide who she'll cast her ballot for. Her husband is already one step ahead.
I actually already voted, but I did my homework in advance and got to know these candidates, and this just reinforced my decision.
Indiana's 4th Congressional District is currently represented by Republican Congressman Jim Baird. It's been decades since a Democrat represented the area that is currently the 4th District. The forum gave people a chance to ask candidates what it will take for them to beat their Republican opponent in the general election, if they're victorious in the May primary election.
For far too long, we've been served by one party. And it's just important to have multiple voices in the room. And I think that's what we're all here hoping for, is just to have a voice in the room. So it would mean a lot to us to have a Democrat elected to this position.
Krista Latham says that it was important for her to hear these candidates talk about education, medical expenses, and earning a living wage. Voters will decide who the Democratic candidate will be on May 5th. In Whitestown, Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
Our Dustin Grove and Emily Longnecker are getting you prepared for the primary on Crossroads Politics right here on WTHR+. This week's episode covers why we're seeing more political ads this year than in previous primaries. You can stream it on demand right now.